Hello YouTube. Today it's another video about the CaDA Master Series Mercedes AMG Project 1 by Bruno JJ1. And in the manual it says built not just for display. Now, this is something that Bruno himself is very proud of, that the model can be driven. It's remote control, it has a lithium battery, why shouldn't you drive it? And I've been asked on the Eurobricks forum, and I've been asked everywhere that I've posted about the car, how well does it drive, how fast does it go, how long does the battery last, is it faster in two-wheel drive, is it faster in four-wheel drive? So what we're going to do today is set up my camera on a tripod looking out over this little test track. It is important to note that the side nearest to the camera is uphill, so when the battery does run out, it's going to run out on the uphill part, and we're going to run it full throttle until the battery runs out and see how long that takes. I think if it does more than 10 minutes, it's probably doing pretty well, but let's see what we get. So in two-wheel drive, we got 5.9 kmh as the maximum speed. The battery lasted as long as it lasted when I review the footage. I'm probably going to put that into high speed because I really didn't expect it to last that long. And we got about 0.66 km from one battery. Not too bad. I'm going to let the battery fully recharge. I'm going to probably not run a full battery because that took too long. I'm going to run a high-speed run on the back of the circuit, maybe from a different camera angle, why not? And we're going to see how fast this thing will go with the four-wheel drive configuration. Four-wheel drive, and let's see what speed we manage. Maximum speed 5.5, so it's a half a kmh slower or thereabouts, but as you saw, the turning circle is very wide. So now it's time for a bonus run. We're going to do a run in two-wheel drive with the TF Engineering ball bearing hubs. I will link to another video where I've introduced those separately. The big advantage is that they have very little play on them. Also, especially for a heavy model, they reduce the friction in the drivetrain. Let's see if that translates to a higher speed. So the first thing that I notice is that the front hubs, when you put them the other way around so that you have the pinholes on the side and it all works as a steering hub, actually it kind of doesn't, because the pinholes block the steering, so that's all you get. And it's obviously blocking the servo motor as well, which is not good for it. So these don't really work as front hubs. Anyway, let's try a speed test. today is the next day because it takes a good about 2-3 hours, maybe more, to charge the battery depending on how fast your charger is. So once you've played with it, you will have to put it on charge for a little while, and being that CaDA has now changed the electric plugs, you won't be able to swap out the battery for a different one that you may have in your stock. With two-wheel drive, you will get the best speed, the best steering. With four-wheel drive, you get a little bit less speed and a lot less steering. And with the TF Engineering ball bearing hubs, they just won't work on the front. There's too much hanging around in the steering knuckle, and it interferes and pulls itself apart. That said, you will get a little bit more speed. So if you are interested in those wheel hubs for a different model, which maybe has more space around the front wheel steering knuckle, then go ahead, I'll put a link in the description. Thank you all for watching, thank you all for your attention, and look, enjoy playing with your brick models. Don't just stick them on a shelf, play with them.